Hello, welcome to this week's instalment of Lucy's Friendly Fridays. This week I'm going to make some absolutely gorgeously chocolatey, amazingly delicious chocolate cupcakes. These are a cupcake version of my Devil's Food cake, which I say is one of the tastiest cakes in the world, and most people who taste it seem to agree. So I hope you like these little cupcake versions. They won't use many ingredients, so perfect if your cupboards are looking a bit bare. So first of all, I will tell you what you need. You will need 75 grams self-raising flour, 50 grams of caster sugar, 25 grams of cocoa powder, 100 millilitres of sunflower oil, 75 millilitres of dairy-free milk, a squeeze of lemon, quarter a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and a pinch of salt. That's for the cupcakes. I will go over the amounts later as well, so don't worry if you've forgotten already. For the icing, you will need dairy-free margarine, dark dairy-free chocolate, a bit more dairy-free milk, some golden syrup or maple syrup, and icing sugar, and then you might want some sprinkles from top. Okay, so you will start with a bowl, but first of all turn your oven on to 180 degrees centigrade, gas mark 5, and you will want a cupcake tray filled with liners. This recipe will make between 6 and 9 cupcakes. I didn't want to make too many because I have plans to bake other things, but you can just double the recipe for 12 if you prefer. So starting off with your flour, 75 grams of self-raising flour. To that we'll add 50 grams of caster sugar. It was sold to me as caster sugar, it looks a bit like granulated to me. 25 grams of cocoa powder, pinch of salt, give it a good stir, set to one side. Then in a separate bowl or a measuring jug, you will want your 100 millilitres of flavourless oil. I've used sunflower oil, but any flavourless oil will be fine. 75 millilitres of dairy-free milk, a squeeze of lemon juice. I hope no pips are going to come out. There was one. I'll just fish that out. I seem to have lost my lemon squeezer, so I'm having to make do. And then to that I'm going to add the quarter teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and give it a little stir. So it's literally a case of pouring the wet into the dry and giving it a stir. Again, it's another very simple recipe. you go. How easy was that? So I'll now get my cupcake tray over, and for this I find dessert spoons work best. So you'll just take a spoonful, which one will work best, and put it into the cupcake case. I'm going to try and half fill these because I don't want them to rise up too much, because the idea is that when the icing is on, there will be a bit like those chocolate cupcakes people buy, which have a sort of level top, and it's going to be a really delicious chocolate ganache. So I'll just finish this. So there we go, they're all filled up, and I'm going to put them into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I'll test them after 15 to see if the knife comes out clean, and if it doesn't, I'll leave them in for a few more minutes. And that's 180 degrees, gas mark 5. So the cupcakes have had 15 minutes, and I'm taking them out of the oven, and they look like this. I'll put them on a wire rack to cool, and in the meantime I will make the icing, which is the most exciting part of this recipe. Okay, so in here we have all the ingredients of the icing, which is maybe the most delicious icing ever. You will have 1 tablespoon of dairy-free margarine, probably about a teaspoon of dairy-free milk, half a tablespoon of golden or maple syrup, 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, and 25 grams of sugar. I'm going to gently melt this together, bring it to a bubble only for 30 seconds, stir the whole time, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've melted the icing ingredients together, and you have this wonderful, shiny, chocolatey ganache almost. If you leave it, it will start to sort of form a little cracky top, so you know that it'll be ready to use. It looks quite thin, but it will set. So you're just going to pour a little bit on each one. Unfortunately, my cupcakes rose a bit too much. You'll get this beautiful shiny top. What I will do is put a little layer on like that, and then I'll put another little layer on top, just so you've got extra chocolatiness. Ideally, you want it to go to the edge, so you get that lovely crinkly round the edge effect when you unwrap it. There. I will carry on and do the rest, but I'd probably also just put a couple of sprinkles on. I'll show you what they look like at the end. And here we have the final cupcakes. As you can see, they've got a beautifully shiny top. I've been a bit messy, but that's because my cupcakes are a bit higher risen than I'd wanted, so some of the icing has dripped off, but here we go, so you can see up close how lovely they look. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Devil's Food cupcakes, and I hope you come back next time. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and you'd like more of them. I'm planning to do one every Friday for Friendly Fridays, and if there are any requests, they'd be happily taken. As always, all the recipes for these cupcakes as well as hundreds of other things are on my blog at www.luciesfriendlyfoods.com, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can find me on all of those. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll come back next week.